I am the night. I am vengeance. I am Batman. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Untitled WGZ show. We're still titleless, and no one's left a comment on a good title for this very random show. Because today we're taking on the top 10 Batman live-action movies. That's right, Batman live-action movies. So no animated series. Sorry, we're not including that in this list. So, without further ado, if you haven't watched any of the live-action movies, be prepared. We got spoilers, we got discussions, we got a lot of things to talk about because there are a lot of Batman movies. But we're going to start things off with number 10, Batman and Robin. It had bat nipples, shots of people's behinds, and bat crotches. This was not the Batman movie that people wanted. It was the death of the Batman franchise. But this was a Joe Schumacher film, produced, and everything about it was just wrong. Bane was terrible. Mr. Freeze was a one-line machine. Batman was just, he was corny. It was bad. It was bad. With that being said, number 9 is Batman 66, which is campy on purpose because that's the Batman of that generation. It was campy. It was crazy, but it was kooky. It's not crazy, but at least that was by design. That movie also has some very memorable moments, including Batman with a bomb.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
And where he runs in one direction to a bunch of nuns, watch another one to a marching band, and then he was like, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. That's a classic line from that movie. It also has Batman's most famous Rose Gallery. So it's a fun movie. It's a fun little movie. I've never watched it from beginning to end, to be honest. But whenever it's on cable, I'll watch it. I'll put it on just for the lulz. I did watch the animated movie that was voiced by Adam West. That was pretty good. But no, as far as the old Batman TV show, it just wasn't my cup of tea. Number 8, Batman Forever. This was technically the beginning of the end. This movie was directed by Joe Schumacher. But there are some classic moments. Jim Carrey's portrayal of the Riddler is a fun character. Not as good as the Batman's Riddler, but for what it was going for, it just works. And no, you got the classic line, riddle me this, Batman. Who's afraid of the big bat? You know, and then of course, you also got Robin in there. Yeah, I don't care about Robin. Number 7, Batman Returns. I'll be honest, I watched this movie 3 times in my lifetime. I don't know the story, but one thing that Batman movies do very well from here and all the way to number 1 is his rogues galleries and supporting characters. Catwoman is fantastic in this movie. Penguin is fantastic in this movie. It is a very character-driven movie where, in many ways, Batman's messed up because Penguin, he was messed up as a child. They abandoned him because he was deformed. And then what does Batman do? He ruins his campaign and everything. See, I don't remember the story, but I do remember certain things. But no, I also know Batman does a little mixing with the DVD or CD. I don't like the movie. It's not my cup of tea. Number 6, The Dark Knight Rises. This movie was the end of the trilogy for the Nolan, and it was good. It was good. It hit the marks it needed to hit. I thought Bane was fantastic. Tom Hardy played a fantastic Bane. And the voice, I know people hate the voice, but that voice is so memorable. And we all done it. You'll all hear it. And anytime people make fun of it, it's so memorable that you're going to keep doing it. Hello, Gotham. My name is Bane.
Gotham! Take control. Take control of your city.
And I will break you. Dark Knight Rises also has one of the greatest death scenes ever.
It's done.
Yeah, that was a joke. Sorry. That was one of the worst death scenes ever. Number 5, Batman Begins, the beginning parts of that trilogy. Batman and Robin killed the franchise. Batman Begins basically rebirthed that franchise. It was fantastic from beginning to end. Fantastic story, fantastic cast. Everyone just was awesome in their role of bringing back Batman, and even changing some things for the better. I thought Lucius Fox's character plays a big part in the whole Batman universe now, thanks to this movie. Not saying Lucius Fox wasn't a character, but bringing him into the fold as Batman's tech person just made more sense from every point you could think of. I mean, don't get me wrong, we all know Batman's super smart, but come on, don't make him BS now. Number 4, Batman 89, and only by a hair over Batman Begins. But Batman 89 has some of the most memorable moments of Batman, period. From the very beginning of, who are you?
What are you?
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. To Joker's classic lines like, where does he get all those toys?
Where does he get those wonderful toys?
The laugh, the Joker's laugh was, that's his nightmares. But it's a fantastic movie from beginning to end. Batman was reborn basically, because before this was 66. So you see how this goes. Number 3 is Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition. Yes, Batman's name is in the title. This counts. Justice League is not on this list, so don't worry. And that definitely would not have been in this list anyway, because Zack Snyder's just by far better. But Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition is a movie everyone should watch. It is fantastic. And if you haven't watched the Ultimate Edition, you are doing yourself a disservice by not watching this movie. If you're only going based on the original Dawn of Justice, go watch this movie. Ben Affleck is the greatest Batman in my book. It's an opinion, so if you disagree, leave a comment on who your favorite Batman is. If you disagree with this list, also leave a comment. But BVS features some of the greatest Batman fight scenes, period. From the warehouse scene to his fight with Batman, to his just badass moments with breaking into LexCorp and stealing kryptonite. And yeah, he even fights Doomsday in this movie. That's crazy that is. He would have died easily. Number 2 is The Batman. Just came out, and so spoilers. It is fantastic. Every character in this movie is played phenomenally. Zoe is Selena. It's just a given. It just works. So I know some people are like, this is emo Batman. Patterson's Batman, he does a great job. He is intimidating. He strikes fear in people. And one of the things I loved about the Batman is Batman's narration. You hear Batman's inner thoughts. You get to feel what Batman's feeling, which is something that none of the Batman movies on this list do. So that is one of the fantastic things. But it's still not the best Batman movie.
And here we go.
The best Batman movie is still The Dark Knight. And the reason why, it is a perfect movie from beginning to end. Heath Ledger stole this performance. But that's not to take away from every other character in this movie. From Batman himself to his love interest in Rachel, to Harvey Dent. Like he looks like a smunk, but at the end of the day, he's a good guy until he's not. But Joker is chaos, and from the very opening of this movie, you were in for a ride, and it's just crazy. It is one of the best movies, period. Hands down, it's just one of the best, greatest movies of all time. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with my list? Do you have a different list? Make sure to leave your list in the comments. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, because I'm posting content almost every other day, possibly if I can. But the show's once a week, every Friday. Until then, guys, I'll see you guys back here next week.